I'm Prajna. Today we are going to see how to access a website launched in an instance within the private subnet with the help of NAT Gateway. I'm going to explain this process by using an architecture diagram. Here we can see in this account we have a VPC, and in this VPC two subnets has been created. One is public subnet and private subnet. Public subnet is connected to internet gateway and private subnet is not connected to internet gateway. So we need NAT gateway connected to the route table of private subnet to have the internet gateway connection, so that it is possible to connect to this subnet using the internet. And we have launched two Windows instances, one in public and other in private. We will be able to connect to this Windows instance which is in public subnet over the internet, but we cannot connect to private subnet over the internet because the route table of the private subnet is not connected to the internet gateway. By default, we can connect from this subnet to this subnet because there is a local route added to this route table, but not able to connect to the private subnet over the internet. So we have to create a NAT gateway connection, and this NAT gateway should be created inside a public subnet for it to be connected to the internet gateway. To see how NAT gateway connection works, let's go to AWS console and go to EC2 and click on instances. We have to create two Windows instances. So click on launch instances. Give a random name. Select the AMI image as Windows. Let the instance type be T2 Micro. Select a key pair. It can be either an existing one or you can create a new one. We have to edit the network settings so that we can select the custom VPC and public subnet. We have to enable public IP and we have to select a security group. It can be a new one or an existing one. Give a random name for this security group. And we have to allow RDP to connect from remote devices. And in storage, it is 30 GB and GP2. And now we can launch instance. In the meanwhile, the instance is created. Let's create another instance for private subnet. Select the AMI image as Windows. Instance type be T2 Micro. Key pair, select an existing one. And in network settings, we have to edit so that we can select custom VPC and a private subnet. And we have to disable the public IP and we have to select a security group and we have to click on launch instances. Now we have to wait until the both instances has been created. As you can see, one instance has been created. Now let's connect this instance over remote connection. Go in Windows search and search for remote desktop connection. Click on it. Now we have to copy the public IPv4 DNS and paste it here. And we have to type administrator. Now we need the password, so we have to click on connect and RDP client, and we have to decrypt the password, upload the file, the PM file of the password. And decrypt it. Now we got the password. We have to click on connect, and then when it asks for the password, we have to paste it and give OK. Now a remote connection to our instance has been created. Now if you see the remote connection in this system, the internet connection is connected because this public subnet's routable is connected to internet gateway. Now similarly, we have to connect the private subnet instance from the public subnet instance. So type remote desktop, click on it, go back to our EC2 console, go to the second instance which is created in private subnet and click on connect. Go to RDP client, copy the private IP, paste it here, and username, copy the username, paste it, and click on connect. Now for password, we have to decrypt the password. Now click on decrypt password. Now we got the password. Let's copy it and paste it here. Now we are connected to the second instance which was created in private subnet. As you can see, the internet is not connected in the second instance. So let's go to VPC and create NAT gateway. Now click on NAT gateways, create NAT gateway, give a random name. We have to create the NAT gateway in a public subnet for internet connection. And the connectivity type should be public. We have to allocate an elastic IP and then click on create NAT gateway. The state is still pending, so let's wait. Then we have to associate that NAT gateway to the private subnet routable. Now click on routes, go to edit routes, click on add route anywhere, and we have to select NAT gateway and give the ID of the NAT gateway which was created now. Click on save changes. Now the NAT gateway is associated with the private subnet routable. Now we have to wait for a few seconds so that the NAT gateway is available. Now the NAT gateway is in the available state. So let's go to the second instance. And if we see here, the network is connected. So the NAT gateway connection was successful. Thank you.